my name is Tamara Bradshaw, and I'm CEO of High Note Studio Gear. Tonight, I'm with my partners, Professional Roach and Why Not DePaul, and it is like a grand night. Today's our third podcast, and we're talking about a declarative lifestyle. What is a declaration? Authoritatively speaking about the future and our desires, right? Declaration in High Note Studio Gear is a constant message reminder of who we are daily. By wearing the authoritatively spoken word on our hearts through garments, we are spreading the vision of seeing music in every situation. We are practicing healthy mindset and character building habits. How did this come about? Growing up, I had a grandmother who was a bishop, and this is who taught me the statement, from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. In prayer, she spoke with authority as she declared her desires and works over us. Me being young didn't understand the power of what she was doing until I got older and had an encounter that changed my perspective on life. Then I started to pray and make declaration on things in my life. So, Professor, who would you say is a role model that encouraged you to live a healthy mindset lifestyle?
Well, my mom and my dad, my mother and father. More so my father, because he was a spiritualist, but he was also someone who reads a lot and ventured out into the ethereal world, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You know, the mental and the spiritual aspect of life, and how you can use that to guide you in the physical realm. Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, my mother, she was more from the church point of view. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was, you know, she brought us up in the church, mm-hmm. and so forth and so on. But my dad now, he did it more at a somewhat of a higher plane, a spiritual level. You know, he would teach us things that are factual and real, and also a lot of philosophies. He taught us a lot of philosophies, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, man. So, you know, we were brought to the Science of the Mind class, which is some form of psychology class. We call it the Science of the Mind class, mm-hmm. where you learn different outlook on life from a spiritual point of view and not just the physical, you know, aspect of things. So yeah, you know, my mom and dad, yeah, inspirational all day long. Mm-hmm.
Why Not DePaul, who would you say is influential in the healthy mindset living lifestyle for you? Who's an example?
Well, he's my brother. So we grew up in the same household. So basically I endorse everything that he says. The only thing I can remember that my father declared over my life is that I'm gonna play the piano. Because when I born, he buy a piano and said, this is what you're gonna do. And I just know that was a statement, and trust me, it came true. And music is like a part of me. And I respect my mom and dad. You know, grandparents too, they were very avid, you know, growing up and everything. They had principles, great principles, and taught us a lot of things, you know. They had experience which brought along some wisdom with it, so we kind of get some of that. But you know, we all move a little contrary sometimes, but we still have to come back to the roots.
That's true.
Blessings.
Roots. We're talking about core values. Declaration as a core value, so that's good that you mentioned roots. Thank you both for sharing that. I found it to be a wonderful trait, declaring, to inherit from my grandmother, so I'm sure that I'm sure that my partners find it to be a wonderful trait too, from their, you know, roots, as Why Not DePaul said. Especially when it becomes a core value. So yes, root, core is all what we're talking about tonight. What is value? Usefulness, deserving, worth. When we manifest this declaring practice and habitualize it at the core of our being, it solidifies our value perspective of ourselves. It's all right to see yourself being of value. Make it consistent by treating yourself with usefulness, deserving, worthy treatment. Would you agree? Why not, DePaul?
Long time.
Seeing yourself as, you know, worthy and deserving, right?
Yes.
Professor, what's your take?
Of course. I mean, to be honest with you, it was meant from the beginning. Everybody should be worthy at some point in life. You know, you know, I might not be worthy or appear worthy to this person, but there's another person out there who thinks I'm worthy, and so forth and so on. And I can think of another person of being worthy, which you might not think of being worthy. So it's just from creation. You're supposed to, you know, each person has them usefulness in life, or else they would not be here. There's got to be a reason for everybody who is here to be here. So everybody's worthy in a certain form.
And the one who is most worthy made us.
Yes.
He the one made us. So you know, he make everything worthy. You have to just move into that thing and declare that worthiness. You understand? Yeah.
Awesome. So I was like meditating and I wrote these two statements. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, or you know, just kind of give me your input on the first and the second. I declare a lifestyle of peace and unity. No. Okay, a declarative lifestyle is a relationship with your mind, spirit, and behavior. It's a choice guide. I choose to be this because this happens when this happens. Formula. Replace this with words that brings about a positive outcome and effect. Let me hear your take on that. Why not?
Well, word is power, you know. Word is like, you know, words you gotta understand that when you declare something, you make a statement. It manifests, it become and first you can't take back anything. Everything we said gone already. So might as well, before you even say something, try to think about, you know, what you really mean and the seriousness about it and how it will impact others and yourself. So because from let it go gone, you can't take it back, you know. You know, see it and you know you just want to know, say you say things that will positively impact your life and others. That's how me think. Praise him.
Professor?
There's a saying, you know, say if you can't say something nice whenever you open your mouth, you better you know open your mouth at all. In other words, it's best to keep quiet and let people think you're wise than to open your mouth and let people know what fool you are.
Wow.
You know,
I didn't know that's what
yeah.
it is.
So
Awesome.
sometimes it's just best to chill and think about what you say before you even say it. And sometimes saying nothing means a lot, means everything.
Heard that before.
Yes. All right.
Awesome. And then my second statement in my meditation. So with the first statement, you guys agree with the formula. I choose to do this because this happens when this happens.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, a declarative lifestyle is a commitment of being honest and truthfully telling your past, present, and future self is proper standing on the grounds of your life, ensuring that you have full control over the experiences that partake in your life. Professor, what do you think?
Yeah. In everything you do, you should be honest. Must, as a matter of fact. You know, let's not say should. You know, you must be honest. You must be truthful. You know, you must also present yourself in such a way that you're an example, a good example of what life is all about. You know, portray yourself in such a way that people will want to exemplify what you do or what you say, or even just observe it and say, yeah, that's good. Are you not looking self-praise? What you're saying is live a life that reflects what God has told us to do and make it reflect in such a, in other words, be a bright light when there's darkness. When you walk into a room, people just feel the vibration, and even if you say nothing, just coming into the room, people can say, wow, this is enlightening, you know, or this saved me from doing something wrong or bad or good. So yeah, you know, just stand your ground, you know, think of where you're coming from, think of where you are, and also think of where you're going. You know what I'm saying? At all times. That way you can measure your life to see the progress that you're making. Yeah.
Okay. So I challenge you all to ask yourselves these questions. What declarations can you create to solidify your values in your mind, to resonate with your spirit subconsciously and consciously? Also, What declarations, look within and see what declarations are you currently speaking subconsciously and consciously that if negative needs to be redirected to a positive position or if positive need to be confirmed and executed. Start your journey declaring daily. This feels good and it's beneficial to your brain. It's literally food for thoughts. There will be days where you have to be put in remembrance of all things that you've achieved. Living a declarative lifestyle. Life will always be life, full of ups and downs, roller coaster riding, but as I've learned, make the journey count. Enjoy the journey from Essential Vibration CEO Queen Corrine Walker. So Hot Topics is the next segment, and we're talking about our mental wellness poetry slam that's set to take place in August, but auditions are February 23rd, 2025 at 1 p.m. at the Star Vision Event Center, 941 South Main Street, Northeast Conyers, Georgia, 30012. A forum where you can just express, regress, and regroup. We had a social media campaign this week, which was the CEO of Essential Vibrations. I'm going to share it with my partners what the questions I asked her and what she wrote, and then they can just elaborate. So the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. Who would you consider a role model that lived or lives an exemplified lifestyle that encourages you to start taking control of your mindset? Corrine said Bob Marley, and she said why. He speaks truth about the mind and how love is all that really is. He spoke about unity and community that inspires others to adapt the same mindset through music. What do you guys think about that one?
That's real. Yeah, that's real.
Babe?
Bob Marley. Bob Marley is it's a highly, what they call it now? It's a highly spiritual youth still, you know. I like him. Really like him. He's a very avid person when it comes to certain things, and you know, he don't really straddle the fence like that. You know, he just make you know what I'm get from the higher heights. I'm get from the I mean, I think most of his inspiration come from, you know, a very high spiritual level and advanced level. Yeah, he's a good, articulate person.
Good role model, right?
I think he was a...
Depends on where you want, you know, because some people they like smoking and all and something there. But me I said, just, no, I'm gonna say, him have things where I don't really say boy the greatest habits and stuff like that are. Not really habit, more so like him, like certain things, but
lifestyle.
Let me say, as far as him being a person who bring people out of some you know, mental strain and all them type of something, to teach you about the system, you know, all them something there. Yeah, that we can tell us, say, yeah.
Well, no.
I can put him at a place where, yeah, he's but what about things where you cannot, let me tell you something. I don't talk about nobody's lifestyle and thing. You can't say, boy, you know, he's a role model because of one thing. You understand me I say? When you're a role model, you have to be, you know,
all around it.
Yeah, man, but I respect Bob Marley for the musical. He used music, you know, see, as a conduit for educate the masses. That me can say about him. That's the way he conduit.
Just remember,
for educate the masses.
Nobody's perfect. So even though, you know, one person might have done something that is not helpful in the eyes of men, if you look at the bigger picture, the message, sometimes it's not how the message is put across, it's the message itself. And sometimes it doesn't matter who the message is coming from, as long as the message is right. That counts. Yeah.
And that reminds me of why not the Paul always say, even in the Bible, God used other nations to build his nations, right, babe? As far as like when they're traveling, you know, from Egypt to Canaan, it was already developed, you know, and things of that nature.
Yeah, it's preparation, make preparation. Yeah.
Okay, so what are some things to consider in your experience with taking charge and holding true to a positive outlook and mindset? Kareen's statement was having faith and hope, being open-minded, and considering change. When is it a good time to self-reflect on what works best for breaking old habits, reaction practices, and responses? Now, she said now, don't wait, because what you're waiting for, we only have. What are you waiting for? We only have now. And you can follow her at Essential Vibrations LLC on YouTube. And she's having a virtual vision board party January 30th. For more information, go to essentialvibrations.square.site. She said this was beneficial to her today. It is a part of her expansion and thriving in what she loves to do. And the opportunity came at a perfect time. Why was this experience beneficial? The social media campaigning. But that was our social media campaign for the week. And our virtual product launch is this week, Thursday at 7 p.m. via Zoom. Sending your emails at highnote.org. And it's only 5 slots per week, so make sure you get there first. To wrap things, first picks. We are declaring winter collections, cool blessings, winter resolution, and chilling breaths, all available at www.highnote.org. And I didn't write this, but we're having our fashion show next week, Saturday. Okay, next week, Saturday. But to wrap things up, we are on a journey where we encourage you all to live a declarative lifestyle. It encourages character building habits and a disciplined, healthy mindset. Thanks for tuning in. Let's spread the vision and word on our hearts. Follow us on Instagram at High Note Studio, Facebook at High Note, TikTok at High Note, and visit our website for our declarative lifestyle journey and first picks on tailored statement garments. Partners?
Unfortunately, TikTok, they banned it today. So
don't follow it.
We're not sure if that's going to work, but you can try. Adios.
TikTok is back, man.
All right.